Hello everyone, my name is Alessandro Annoni. I'm the president of the International Society for Digital Earth. When I was elected in September 2019, I committed to make the International Society more active in analyzing the evolution of the digital earth concept and in particular the impact of the digital transformation of our society on it. For this purpose, we created 6 working groups dealing with science and technology, industry engagement, digital governance and ethics, citizen engagement and empowerment, education and capacity building, and last but not least, contribution of digital earth to sustainable development goals. In addition, we created the Digital Earth Era Forum to better deal with the young generation and diversity. Now we can see the outcome of this reflection in the open access article Digital Earth Yesterday, Today and Tomorrow. It has been published on the International Journal of Digital Earth. The article was written in close collaboration with the co-chair of the 6 working groups and represents an important step in understanding the vision of Digital Earth and its possible evolution in the coming years. Let me start with what the reviewers say about the articles. You can read a comment on the screen. The article raised controversial comments from the reviewers, and it was clearly that is not a traditional scientific article, but rather a review, a reflective paper on digital earth. Our intention since the beginning was to learn lessons from the past and look to the future of digital earth from an holistic and all-encompassing perspective. And this objective seems to be acknowledged by the reviewer. What is digital earth? This slide presents a quote from some of the contributing authors. If you read them, you clearly perceive their different point of view. This was a criticism of the reviewer to the article about the fact that different sections were contributed by experts with very different background. So when you look, for example, at the chapters dealing with inclusiveness or sustainability, you will notice a big difference compared to the chapter dealing with technology and innovation, for example, or the chapter on metaverse or digital earth and art. For me, this is not a weakness, but a strength, because the different points of view were considered and at the same time integrated all together, and in particular when the final recommendations were drafted. The concept of digital earth was formalized for the first time by US Vice President Al Gore in 1998, when the technologies needed for its implementation were in a very embryonic stage. So the concept looked quite visionary at the time. Since then, the digital technology progressed significantly, and their speed and pervasiveness have generated a digital transformation of our society. This creates new opportunities and challenges for the realization of digital earth. What is digital earth today? What could be digital earth in future? And what is needed to make a digital earth a reality? These are the questions that we try to answer in our article by looking to digital earth considering all the technological, scientific, social and economic aspects, meanwhile bearing in mind the principle that inspired its formulation. By understanding the lesson learned from the past, we are convinced that it's become possible to identify the remaining or the new scientific and technological challenges and the action needed to achieve the ultimate goal of a digital earth for all. Writing this article has been a long editorial journey that started in February 2020 with a survey on the digital earth vision toward 2030 to collect opinions and reflection on the current state of the digital earth and its development trend toward 2030. The survey attracted 314 respondents and was followed by an online workshop in July 2020 with around 20 digital earth experts. The preliminary results of this paper were first discussed at the Geospatial World Forum in 2022, and then in occasion of other conferences. In summary, it took us 2 years to finalize this article. Entry in detail the article, I just provide a short overview about what it's about. The article begins with an analysis of the origin of digital Earth, what has been achieved so far, and how the original vision has evolved. This is not the first reflective article. There were already similar exercises done in the past. In particular, we reflected on why there are various definitions of digital Earth. We continue then the analysis of the impact of digital transformation, considering, as I said before, both technological and social changes. We then analyze the future perspective from 4 different angles: innovation, integration, inclusivity, and sustainability. And we identify which are current and future challenges according to these 4 angles. Finally, we suggest specific action to accelerate the digital Earth implementation. We propose a new definition. The new definition maintains the invariant characteristic and principle of a digital Earth, but in the meantime, adapt better to the changes imposed by the digital transformation. So in this paper, we have mainly defined the high-level principle of what we call digital Earth framework, in line with current and future technological innovation, but as well take into account the social, economic, environmental progresses that are and will be fundamental for the achievement of the digital Earth objective. We have proposed new avenues to be explored to accelerate the development of digital Earth, and in particular facilitate its diffusion, like the use of gamification, moving toward the metaverse, and so on. We highlighted the growing importance of fairness and ethics of data and processing, and the new emerging issues around trust and cybersecurity. And finally, we recommend specific action to engage everyone to make a digital Earth for all a reality. With this, I conclude with this short introduction to the article. I will invite you to read this open access paper. We have set up a mail in which you are invited to send comments and suggestions, both about the vision, the digital Earth framework, and as well the recommended actions. I invite you also to join, if you are not already part of them, the International Society Digital Earth community, by participating in our working groups. They are always open for new members, attending our conferences or our international lectures every 2 months, and as well our workshop. Thank you for your attention and enjoy reading.